Well, the rating of Arkadag is based on the analysis that we have done in the group stage. We know that domestic-wise, they are a team with a lot of success. And there are quite competitive teams there. But this is not a domestic competition. This is the AFC Cup. I think that East Bengal is a team with a lot of experience in international tournaments, and we want to capitalize our advantage of playing our first game here. As I say, probably we have a season with some problems, not finding stability, with injuries and with many things that didn't help us to make a consistent season in the domestic circuit. But it's true that in the AFC Cup in Bhutan, our team found a very good level, and now in the last weeks of the season, we have been recovering all those players who were out for injuries, and I think that we are reaching the game in an optimal form.
Погодные условия приемлемые для хорошей игры, и обе команды находятся в одинаковых погодных условиях.
The weather condition is good for the game, and the both of teams in the same conditions. Какой ваш тактический план на игру?
О деталях тактического плана я, само собой, сказать не могу, но мы примерно понимаем, как будет играть соперник, и мы будем уже свою тактику подстраивать.
Of course, I can't to share with our tactics, but against the opposite team, we will prepare our game, our preparation.
East Bengal season in the Indian Super League may have ended as far as their hope. The edition of the Challenge League are very much alive. The Red and Golds host the mighty FC Arkadag from Pakistan in the quarterfinals of the newest continental competition. And the first leg is being played at their home. The stands are flush in familiar colours. The Salt Lake, of course, in Kolkata has seen many storied rivalries and a lot of AFC action as well over the years. And they hope they can see something very special tonight, because they are taking on a team which has only had success so far. Arkadag all the way from the city of Arkadag. Well, 4-game unbeaten streak. 3 of those have been wins, and a heartbreaking draw against Bengaluru just 72 hours ago, which knocked them out of tension. They haven't had much time to train to be a distinct way the last few weeks, which has been a vast improvement in terms of how they started the campaign. For Arkadag, they seem to have everything going their way as well. Could be a big night for Diamantakos as well. He turns 32 tonight, taking on the record-breaking champions of Pakistan, who have won every game in the higher league, or the Yokari League as well. It's called 2 whole seasons in every game, until the was halted against Al Arbi in the final Challenge League group game. There's a little hurt from that. Lots more on that remarkable run on the road to their titles, but it's also about the home team. A reminder of how they got to this point after that brilliant Super Cup win last season. Exciting times. At least that is the hope in the stands. under Oscar Bruzon. There's been a new kind of hope. But East Bengal have already tasted defeat in the AFC Champions League 2 qualifying round game against, as it happened, from Afghanistan, Al Nasir, who are the biggest rivals, in fact, of their opponents tonight. That game was also at the Salt Lake. Lots of history with 17 appearances in AFC competitions. That's a record for an Indian club. And with so many appearances comes that little expectation of some kind of success. However, after those 6 defeats with which they started the season, they managed to put in some incredible performances in the group stage to get to this point, especially that 3-2 win against Najmeh. And the good news is that this is also the deepest East Bengal season has gone to a calendar year since they joined the Indian Super League, usually ousted very early from any kind of playoff contention. They've had to rely on the Super Cup for excitement, and despite the fact that they come up against a solid team tonight, the fans have come back in numbers. And that is always a sign of success, if not in the present, then at least in the future. They have so much more to look forward to. And chasing some kind of stability. Arkadag have been in the city since Sunday. They've had a couple of training sessions and trying to get used to a warmer climate. It's around 3 to 5 degrees in terms of the lows in Arkadag. 12 to 20 degrees in the daytime in their region now. So a bit jarring, but football can be like that, especially in FC tournaments. The climate change can be more dramatic and drastic than in European competition, which is more of a continent which sees a similar kind of weather pattern according to the months.
Well, a couple of weeks back, it was snow in Turkmenistan, Central Asia. And they came here through Dubai. They had a training session, 10 days, and were here to watch East Bengal play the last game.
There were reports about how they wanted to, and East Bengal obviously are trying to adjust to their arrival times and letting them watch and witness that game against Bengaluru. For some kind of idea as to how they play, it was a great start to that match. And maybe that will help them get confidence to go into this with that same fast-paced, counter-pressing approach that Oscar Bruzon has been trying to drill into the system ever since he joined the club. Not easy for him.
You mentioned about the way that Arkadag have been performing in their local league. They won it back-to-back and almost had touched that invincible record of Celtic of 62 unbeaten games. They stopped at 61 that RB lost.
Interesting you mentioned that, because those were 61 wins. Even though the Celtics had a couple of draws here and there.
But here Arkadag won everything. They won 50 games in the Liga, the Yokari Liga, 9 in the Turkmenistan Cup, and the 2 in the AFC Challenge League.
It's just good to see the flags out again at the lake. It's been difficult in this last decade or so for East Bengal, watching their rivals, Mohun Bagan, Supergiant, get so much success.
Now East Bengal had a trailing Indian Super League season. This Arkadag, the visitors, haven't played because the new season is supposed to start. Will that be an advantage? They arrive fresh, or would be a little rusty?
And the home side will be hoping it's the latter. And the last time they faced Al Nasir, they were mid-season, and the difference was felt because East Bengal had just begun theirs. And of course it was under a different management as well, a different coach, that defeat.
Well, now there's a different challenge, a different level. They arrive in the continental competition, the only Indian side surviving this season in the continental. And they have done well in the Group A of this AFC Challenge League, unbeaten, joint top with 7 points.
Everything starts with those 6 losses at the beginning. And in the off-season, with a flurry of big-name signings, there was this expectation that something special is going to happen. But that did not happen. And sometimes it can set the club back. That kind of beginning is not easy to get over. And ever since that, and since Oscar Bruzon, his new management, his new style came to the fore, he had a couple of signings here and there as well in January. He strived to right the wrongs of that foundational period in the season. And it's a prime example of how much time it can take for a coach to get to that point. But a lot of potential when they beat his former team, Bashundhara Kings, 4-0. And before that, 2-2 draw with Paro, and then beating Lebanon's Najmeh 3-2 in a must-win game. And they might not have replicated that form all the time in the domestic season, but they've shown the dots not connected, which is why this AFC Challenge League game is supposed to be seen as a one, even though when it comes right at the end of the season, which has been up and down, one tends to view it in a way that it's an extension of it, which, let's not argue, it is. The advantage this time, though, is that East Bengal are in the thick of things with another cup tournament coming up after the ISL is wrapped up as well. More time and more practice against a top side for Bruzon to make sure that his ideas are implemented on the pitch. Always special at the Salt Lake, a night in a continental tournament, whether it's the Mariners, whether it's the Red and Gold. The team of referees is from Qatar. Salcrest leading the side out. Big miss, Anwar Ali, of course, pulling his hamstring in that game against Bengaluru when he was being charged down the pitch at the pace of Ryan Williams. So that has to be plugged. Bruzon has decided to plug it with Jeekson, but we'll see the lineup in a couple of minutes. No foreigners for Arkadag. Lots of Turkmenistan international, of course, and that's what they've done. A newly formed club which has gone all out in the transfer market, signed the best of the best and made the best of it.
Change of memorabilia. The coaches from Qatar have been Qatar referee, 34 years of age, has been with the AFC Champions League 2 match. So a single card in that Namdin and Bangkok United Club match. Would some cards be out here if things get physical? Yeah.
Zone opts to play 5 foreigners in the lineup. Jeekson coming in at centre back, and goes for Jungnunga on the left, Richard Sess, Messi Boli, and Diamantakos, who already has 4 goals in the Challenge League, makes a start as well. He was sent off in the previous domestic game. As for the bench, Clayton Silva, PV Vishnu, David Sanga. That's the fire as well, Robert Lakra. That's the figure on that bench. But apart from that, it's inexperienced. A lot of youngsters are coming through the ranks as well. And 3 changes from Arkadag from the game against Al Arabi. Akhmamedov, Gurbanov and Durdiev all come in, which means that the front 3 has changed. As the new head coach Dovlet Mirat's first game in charge of the side, so he might have a few fresh ideas. And the back line and midfield have been solid, but Gurbanov is a new signing and makes his first start. He will be playing at left wing. East Bengal was the first Indian team to tour Europe, and from the dissolved Soviet Union was born Turkmenistan, and that was all the way back in 1953, and the country's shiniest new club, Arkadag, visiting Kolkata to take on one of the biggest sides in India. 2025 is of course very different. East Bengal over the past season have been in search of past glories, and they have had their best domestic campaign so far. Finding a way and some pride returning to the stands. That's been the most important bit of this new regime, that pride and the colours have come back to the Salt Lake.
Yes, you live on the legacy, and that's what they try and carry it forward. They've been an Asian victory, 2002. They reached the semi-final once. So today, and the 12th, again they could go to the semi-final stage.
It is a Bengal player who kick-started the Challenge League's goal-scoring rumble. Mahdi Lal is credited with the first Challenge League goal. Pressure down the right. They like crossing the ball, and in fact, some reports in the media, in the Bengali media, suggesting how good they are from wide areas. I wonder whether the new head coach will also continue the same attacking pattern. Interesting in terms of how often they change their coaches, and success still continues to follow Arkadag. Lots of long throw-ins as well. Keep an eye on that. Bashimov starting at right back. Taking the throw. Here's Diamantakos. This sends it in towards Messi. And tried to take it down. It was a high ball. It's the attacking transition that he's been have to be slightly careful about when they counter press with so many men forward. Mamov starts at left back, so he has switched things around. A lot of players of Arkadag can play on either side. Even the 2 wingers, Tirkishov and Gurbanov, play either side. And the player at number 10, Akhmamedov, is also a winger, has played most of his career down the wings. And plays that just behind the goal machine. There he is, trying to scamper past. He made some contact, hand and ball, but wonder whether the whistle went in favour of East Bengal just before that.
Can't allow those free space, and of course he would do that dirty work. There's a lot of ground.
Will have to keep his discipline, and that's been a problem for East Bengal. 6 red cards over the domestic season. To fix as they look ahead to the next campaign. Diamantakos scored within 33 seconds to start East Bengal's unlikely attempt to win silverware at AFC level.
And the birthday boy. He turns 32 years.
Mahesh got up very quickly and made that change.
From the wide areas, Rakib has to link up well. It wouldn't be allowed. Nazarov is very, very
toughest team they have faced all season. There's a sense of unknown that comes with Arkadag as well. Now what is known is that they're extremely good. Mahesh once more. Rakib has stayed high up the pitch. The ball just crossing the line right in front of the assist.
just that a little push from behind.
All about the start. Of course, a week later they go to Arkadag to play the second leg. On the wing is Gurbanov. Challenge from Celis. Free kick East Bengal as well.
Skill from Celis. Messi Boli had been the heartthrob, a late signing this season.
And these are the moments that East Bengal have to capitalize on. Brief foul crisp. Get the likes of Chungnunga and Jeekson up. Diamantakos is good in the air. Messi Boli, even though a little wild, can be so dangerous at times in and around the box. Celis moves it up. Smashed clear by Anaguliev. (23, 24, 24, 25), both seasons of the Yokari Liga. Arkadag have won. In fact, that would have meant they would go into Champions League 2 qualifying, but the license they were given was only for the Challenge League, and that is why the ACL 2 spot went to Altin Asir Saul Crest down. And that's how East Bengal then faced Altin Asir in the qualifiers. In fact, otherwise this game would have happened.
He's played all those 3 games for Arkadag.
To match the intensity, and the weather will surely play its part. Oscar Bruzon talking tactics in detail, of course, before the game about how they would look for certain triggers to press Arkadag, force them on the back foot. They'll probably play a mid-block, not a high line. He was very, very adamant that his system is not a high line, but a mid-block with a high counter-press. And followed Bruzon's career, he really likes to detail what he attempts to do. Doesn't keep any secrets. Try to ask the opposite management about their tactical plan, and the answer was, we are not going to let anyone.
He wouldn't mind to play that waiting game. Hit them on the counter. But this side has scored 147 goals in the 30 matches in the Yokari League last. Incredible.
Some of the numbers just unbelievable. Messi Boli, it's too obvious that pass. Here's Crespo. Seem to be very much in control of the tempo of the game right now, the home side. Jeekson has the advantage of having him at centre back. He can step into midfield. Not sure whether Diamantakos left that on purpose. ball's played forward, of course, by Arkadag. They're trying to slip in another chance, and Prabsukan Gill has been beaten. Attempt. So rapid, so quick, so slick across the green grass in the Salt Lake. And Prabsukan on his right went down, and he continued to wait to watch the how he got beaten. That's how.
And took it away. He has never scored the national side 5 times, but here he opens the scoring. Grbanov, the new signing this season.
This is what they're used to. And when with in the ability to strike a football, that's the kind of goal that a team can expect to score. Prabsukan otherwise reliable. By all means, having a season. Some of the saves he's made, some of the commanding presence that he's made the others feel is been quite commendable, but there are little gaps in the goalkeeper's game which Arkadag have just exploited. That said, credit to the quality of this strike as well, and what Grbanov achieved. First start for his new team. On fire.
Still young, this Grbanov, 26 of age. And you mentioned about taking in 24 goals this season. So
got down. And now that's from shooting range. East Bengal tried almost instantly.
ball. Sandwich down very quick was Guliev. I split up such a promising position to win a set piece. Will be some reaction from East Bengal? Well, wait and watch.
Looks like a four-man wall. No Clayton Silva to take this free. He's on the bench. With a word from Mahesh. It is Saul Crespo off target. I tried to place it rather than go for far.
Was looking for that far post. A little dummy run from Mahesh. Good use of the inside, but just in the right direction.
He needs a loan to test Rasul Shariev in goal for Arkadag. Good touch forward. Hojayev went down.
Scored the second against the other in the AFC Champions League 2 qualifier.
There's that. East Bengal and Arkadag are in fact the two teams with the most fouls conceded in the AFC Challenge League. And within the first 15 minutes, we've already realized why. More than 50 fouls conceded for both the teams in just the 3 games they've played. Ball just skipping away from Tirkishov. that it's all Bengal. Level, you've got to make the most count.
Jackson got back to the heart of the defense. Non
7 goals now for Arkadag from 28 shots. Every 1 in 4 ends up in the back of the net in the Challenge League. That shows you how accurate they are. Messi Boli putting pressure on Shariev, but also committing a foul.
Messi body always caused some problem. It was good elevation on that. Physicality coming into.
Just the 1 win for East Bengal over clubs from Turkmenistan. Victory at the Salt Lake in 2005 against Nebichi. And the other 2 instances have been defeats. One in that same season, that was also a 3-2 defeat. In fact, all games they've played against clubs from Turkmenistan have ended in a 3-2 scoreline. 1 in favour of them. And 2, of course, were defeats. Another 3-2, another popular 3-2 against the Turkmenistani side was when Bengaluru lost to Al Nasir in 2018. Takos trying to quickly play the ball. But the way they've just regained their shape, Arkadag, the defensive shape, it's impressive. Now that they have a goal to protect, they won't mind being in that shape and letting East Bengal come at them.
Well, the link-up play is missing. Again, Jackson had to drop back to the defense.
Crespo sends it in with pace, but too close to
hardly the left channel is being used. Made some runs. And Nunga, of course, to go wide on the left. Turkmenistan much lower in the FIFA rank, 23 at this stage. India 26.
Yes, but the last time the 2 teams met, Turkmenistan beat India 2-1. Sandesh Jingan scored the goal at the Ambedkar 2016. And there are teams around the world, countries or clubs as well, which can go under the radar. But when they take to the pitch, they're really good. That's what matters. Kick now. Once again, it's good, causing all the problems.
Careful. And Kurbanov always moving with that. Push from Chakrabarti. Gettable distance.
Who has scored dozens. Was one of the contenders for this. Akhmamedov the other. That's gone over. Little rash from Akhmamedov.
He scored a couple of goals. That last match they lost to Al Arabi. 3-2.
Mahesh. Chungnunga. Crespo. And Jeekson. Rakip. Might need some more support. Wide. Might want Mahesh to come and help out. The early diagonal here hasn't really troubled defensive pair of Anakuliev and Saparov.
There's been emotional post for Maritalal, wishing his teammates success in this match.
Mesibuli. Chungnunga. Chungnunga sends it in towards Diamantakos. Now punched away by Charrier. That's better in terms of crossing a ball. Just put some kind of pressure on the back line. Force them to clear the lines. Force the keeper out. Try to force a mistake. Doesn't have to be a pretty goal. Be well built. Just something to back into this.
Shariat has conceded 16 goals for his national side, having played 8 times. Tested.
Crespo. Celis. For Rakip. Just one wonders, it's only Rakip mad over there, and of course he's making that overlapping run, or a forward run rather. Needs one more target alongside. Jeekson probably penalized.
A bit of lack of support. Sobik.
Hasn't been starting games in the Durdev. And the top scorer of the club has been picked for the game.
31 last season's 6 penalties. Though he scored just 1 goal in this AFC Challenge League.
Another ball over the top, Rapsuka just in his area.
He scored the opening game against Durdev.
You can see how long they play the ball as well. Arkadag. And the numbers suggest that played a lot of long passes this season. Only one team, Najme, has attempted more in the Challenge League. Arkadag, as Diamantakos takes this, tries to look up, just unable to make a decision. Shot coming in for Crespo, out for a corner.
Some bit of pressure from the outside. They're defending, falling back. Trick bit. But again, they were double blocked in front.
Diamantakos can sometimes take a risk with his side. With the opposition. Sends it in only as far as the keeper. Easy take for Chariev.
Now, why is Bengal bleeding this season? The injury to Maritalal, of course. And again, Diamantakos, that great form he had last season at the Masters, is still searching for that.
Hoja plays it out wide for Bashimov. Really good weight on that. Gurbanov. A nice little chop. Just floating over Tirkishov. Mahesh. Needed a better angle. Messi Bully wins it back. Excellent fight and fire from him. That's the kind of player he is. He sometimes just needs a little more composure.
Losing possession so easily. This was a challenge from behind. Nunga has to be careful. In Super League. Red carded. Twice.
Chariev just waiting. Al Crespo. Good battle that between Crespo and Hojayev.
Challenge there. Hojayev. Clumsy timing.
Mahesh towards Bully. Chariev has done very well. Gives a call. Make sure that when he asks for the ball, he gets.
How he was trying to. Chariev. Not tested really.
Yeah, not at all. Unable to keep possession. FC Arkadag are fourth from bottom in the AFC Challenge League. Probably the strong point. East Bengal will have recognized that. Taking advantage of that though. Making the spaces tighter. Gurbanov.
The reverse fixture on 12th. Finally, takes on the winner of Al Arabi and Al Sheeb, the teams from Kuwait and Oman, in the semi-final.
Slight let go by the referee. Possibly a good advantage as well as Mamedov makes his way forward, well defended. Mahesh was just tucked in and inside the box.
Good pressure, Mamedov. But Mahesh does well to hold on. Perfect shape.
Long.
No pressure on the Arkadag. So much of free zone. They've allowed to maneuver. So easy on the ball.
Offside. There he is, very happy with the lead. Possibly not with what he's seen in football. Close.
Yeah, just a timing. Maybe shoulder.
Instant challenge coming in. Tirkishov Picked up by Diamantakos. Celis. Crespo. Start for a goal kick.
Challenge. Messi bowling. Pouncing on. Series.
Goals for Messi Bulli already. It's joining the club. Nine games in the AFC Cup for you. And then of course the new format kicked in. 15 wins in the AFC Cup out of those 49.
Conceded 78 goals. That won this evening. Though a new format. And this is the first time ever two sides have met in the continental competition.
Arkadag, once they get their licensing structure in place, given the ease with which they're winning titles and the excellence of numbers as well that they have, first smart city of Turkmenistan. A lot of money invested in the development of the city, just 75,000 on it. Just a little head start for India in terms of creating a domestic league. And the higher league starting 5 years before the NFL was born. Nine clubs now, 33 titles contested, 2 of them for Arkadag, 8 won by Al Nasir, but competitive as well. There are other teams which have been 6 times champions, 4 times champions. Mahesh moves it up. Messi Bulli just tried to open up play, which still might. Mahesh has made that run forward. Needed a better angle, Rakip. Jackson in a tussle along with Akhmamedov.
What the Arkadag players are doing, blocking the running angle, the running line, even the passing angles as well. So not much of a way for East Bengal right now.
Chungnunga. Nice run and a pass into the feet of Diamantakos. Mahesh. Have to come to terms with the ball as well, slightly skippy.
Mahesh has already provided 1 assist in the AFC Challenge League.
Again, possession given away cheaply as Gurbanov tries to take on Sal Crespo, who's strong.
The goal scorer blocked there.
Diamantakos. Rakip. Straight into the feet. Defenders going back into the box. Crespo. Chungnunga. Celis. And again, good block coming in from Bashimov.
Positioning of Sol Crespo, back in the defensive zone, not moving forward, and that's the reason Messi, they're not being fed.
Tried that nutmeg Saul Crespo, didn't work out. No real service for Durdiev as well. He's lost possession. Mahesh.
Very underwhelming performance by the East Bengal attackers, especially Diamantakos.
Just tried to open his body. Goes on unhappy with what he's seeing in the final third. Up until that point, the way they're winning the ball, the way they're recycling possession in the middle of the park, can't complain too much, but there has to be something creative, a little spark going forward. Sovic. And then with a foul on Hojayev.
Ran and adjusted quite well to the climatic conditions. Arkadag. Right now, 29 degrees Celsius, 37% humidity. It's really hot in here, but
And the real test is when it crosses the 70-75 minute mark. Yeah, athletes, the world, football players should be able to get through the first hour in 70 odd minutes conditions. That's expected. South sends it in. Mahesh went up as well. Foul has been given. A free kick. Arkadag.
bit of pressure there from red and gold. Trying to find Diamantakos then. And again, the flag went up.
Just kindly in the end for us. He's had a really good season. Some mature performances. First choice right back.
There. These are teams coming from the wide areas, but not too much high press. They're quite content to play amongst themselves, build and dominate the area.
Mahesh. Trying to dance past Mamedov. Corner's been given. How is the question? For East Bengal to produce something. Mahesh swings it in. Oof, a bit of miscommunication between Tirkishov and Charyev. Richard Sellison, Akhmedov backing to each other. Sorted out by Mr. Al from Qatar. In it comes again from Mahesh, this time towards Diamantakos. Touch.
Well, that was the far post. Vital area. He's got a task cut out. Block all those big bodies.
That was given an answer on the pitch. Those were Oscar Bruzon's words at the press conference last night. Messi Boli. So strong, easily wins that battle against Hojayev. And then possibly caught Gurbanov.
Out. Not intentional though.
Messi Boli into the book then. Yeah, Gurbanov has continued to stay down.
One felt he went onto the deck far too easily. That was a slight challenge. He caught Siboli on his running line. Challenge. Let's have a look at that foot.
Getting the ice back on it. Lots of youngsters on the bench, of course. Might be a game which could require someone like a PV Vishnu. Maybe the guile of Clayton Silva. He's already tried Diamantakos up front. Wonder whether the doctor is also fit enough to get more than 20 minutes.
Clayton Silva back into the rehab process. Coming back from England. Though he trained this.
They go long again. No real desire to build anything. Just a slight push, which is why it went. Important half-time team talk for Oscar Bruzon coming up. Surely he's seen that his team are dominating in terms of possession, in terms of keeping the ball, in terms of winning duels. Nothing has translated into final third success though. Gurbanov. Beautiful ball fed in. Oh, and an attempt as well. Medov, who had made that late run, perfectly timed, it seems.
Go from anywhere, player. That was a great ball, lovely run. Gentle on the pass.
Kick. This time. And for Hojayev. Diamantakos with a foul.
And this has been a matchup. Lovely turn. One has to talk about the perfect game management. The way that Arkadag is approaching the game, controlling things. No sign of panic.
Crespo's ball in. And cleared away by Bashimov. One back by Hector Hughes there. Nice split for Messi Bouli. Just unable to beat the first man from crosses. Akhmamedov. He's got Durdiev for support on his right. And it's come back to Durdiev, and beautifully done. How was that? Urbanov's attempt was saved. And Tirkishov just smothered away. Can East Bengal counter now? Chungnunga. A foul just brings end to a very entertaining phase of football.
Yes, such brilliant build-up. Look at the number of return. Nunga.
Crespo. Messi Bouli. Wonderful block in the end. If only it had come onto his left side.
He rolled onto Bouli. Quick. Didn't have time to line up. And two of the
And Bek Nazarov with that final touch, the number. Just a minute added on. Mahesh takes a corner. Diamantakos missed it. And the surprisingly subdued season of Dimi Diamantakos continues. Very well delivered as well by Mahesh. They've had their moments, East Bengal. Something to build up. Half time then. Bengal will wonder how they have had nothing to show. What has been a really good display, but a good side. Pardon me, a Gurbanov, in fact, low and hard. Beating Sukan early. Make sure they have the lead at half time. Some more fluidity required up front. Diamantakos with a couple of half chances. Messi Bouli with probably the best East Bengal chance as well. Blocked in the end. The collective effort of the Arkadag defenders. The Salt Lake continues to expect is just 1-0 at half time. And everything to play for. Arkadag. It was expected to be feisty. East Bengal have everything to play for in this Challenge League quarter-final game. Arkadag with back-to-back league titles, coming into this with an impeccable record. All about the home team themselves in Kolkata. But it was this one moment of brilliance from Gurbanov which beat Prabsukhan. Wonderful strike.
That little touch that took it defender away. And he had that far post exposed, open. Brilliant finish. Magnificent.
And on the weaker side of Prabsukhan as well, who is left-handed and left-footed. But he's tried everything, in fact. And the shoulders didn't drop, the heads didn't drop. They didn't really allow too many chances for Arkadag as well. Put corners. And from set, Messi, Buli, Diamantakos, all getting involved. Some busy moments as well for Chariev. A yellow card for Messi. There was one more later on. A beautiful little chance that Arkadag would also create.
It was out, and Arkadag managed the game so well, not in any hurry.
That was that chance. Prabsukhan did well to save it. And a big one for Messi Buli as well as it stands. Still 1-0 at the Turkmenistani club. Those are the match stats. Complete dominance, of course, 63% ball possession. But shots on target, nothing. And that has to change. They have to test Rasul Shariev a lot more than they are right now.
Well, they have to fight back again, the home side. But Arkadag managing the game so particularly well. They're looking very, very confident.
So 1-0. To the side from Turkmenistan. So well. I talked about setting up the pressure. It's had its moments, hasn't it? Especially in red and gold. Everything to play for, though. East Bengal will be waiting to come back into this. back, second half, Salt Lake goal and FC Arkadag. And the away side has a 1 lead. East Bengal statistics dominating some numbers, but still not a shot on target. And that's been the most disappointing part of the first 45. No other massive gap, just that one build-up play that allowed Arkadag's Gurbanov that chance, which was saved by Prabsuk. And this is after he had scored the opener, which was a very good shot from outside the box. Top quality strike, low and hard. That's how you hit a ball. But now East Bengal have to give an answer. They have to provide something.
The defense, especially Harvard, Anakoliev and Saparov, doing extremely well. No lack in and midfield also performing so very well. Asipov. Bowling.
Yeah, both of them on their feet now. That's good to see. The goal difference that Arkadag had after the first 6 league games this season was plus 30. And when these are the numbers floating around the preview for this game, one would have thought that there will be a lot more damage. That damage can still happen. But well done to East Bengal for putting those numbers on the back burner, not making too much of them. But forget about it. The Challenge League is a different challenge, for lack of a better word.
They have to take the game a notch higher. Bit more forceful, because what Oscar mentioned pre-match, you represent the country. Take some more pride.
Mahesh. No changes at half-time. Chariev will be favourite, but he dropped it. Then Celis hit it, and this time it fell straight to him. Heart in his mouth for half a moment for Chariev.
Quick the turn, that was a lovely ball in, but spill it over. Celis trying to turn, maybe the ankle not kicking it. Body slightly back.
Just some of the decisions have been the East Bengal front line. Little lecture for Messi Bully. He's been in the thick of things, not just in this game, but ever since he set his foot back in India. More treatment required. Not being said about the physical challenge that Turkmenistan will provide, but East Bengal have won most of those physical duels, to be honest. They've been better in the air, better, faster at times.
Yes, agreed, absolutely. But I find the change Messi Bowling. 1920 was with the Blasters. Very Bill Parr performance, but he's done pretty well. 5 games in the league, couple of goals, assists, position boxes. He had 24 touches so far. Great physicality coming into action.
Durdiev. Now Tirkishov. Trying to push him out of the box, and he did too much in that.
Very clever to win that from that area. But what is missing is that he did well. Initially off balance, but it made it a challenge.
All started with a now Durdiev will fancy himself. The usual He's taken on. Some joy as Dutiev straight into the wall. Sent Rakip.
Dutiev haven't scored yet. He scored a couple of goals for his country. Both goals that come against Laos in the AFC Challenge Cup in that 5-1 victory.
Here's Jackson. That's the pass which has to be better. Rakip. Just no support. Richard Sellis's movement not really complementing the position of Rakip in that instance. Crespo. Chunga.
When allowed, East Bengal not utilizing the pocket of spaces there. Little on the defense, not accurate.
Well, the flag is up. And they waited. Akhmedov was off. Probably Tirkishov was also off alongside him.
For just the timing of the run was not split open. And this flip side, East Bengal haven't been able to create any of the right.
Rakip. Sellis. Rakip's ball is disappointing. Has to do better in that kind of position after all the good work that preceded the moment.
And you know what? They have to take the advantage, the home advantage, because they play away from home, cold climate conditions.
Win from Hojayev, just getting ahead of Sellis. Very eager Chariev to get to that comes into the box.
One felt he was a bit hesitant to go off the line.
Oh, Prasokhan to come out and asking for handball. Tirkishov tried to loft it over him. Saul Crespo is getting into an argument as well.
Unnecessary. Have a look at that. Off his line. Can go. Well, yeah. Ball to the hand.
Just pulling away as well. Hand away from the body rather than throw it towards the ball. So many metrics are applied these days to what is a handball and what isn't. And the referee's eyes, who was in a really good position as well. It didn't seem worthy of giving it.
Some referees are very severe. Handling the ball for a keeper outside the box. Direct red card. We see them often.
Nice ball out wide for Tirkishov. Great delivery as well. Hector Hughes, they're well placed. And if all goes well, then Arkadag will just be an 18-minute high-speed train away from Alti Nasir. If that works out well for them, big rivalry developing in Turkmenistan. Mahesh. And Rakib with some time.
Losing out possession, going to the rear, doesn't help the red and gold cause.
Crespo.
Have to look more meaningful, more positive.
Mahesh. And Chungnunga. Bit of a shanked clearance from Anna Guliev. Much better one from Mamedov. Good ball from Hector Hughes there. Celis unable to find the gap. Crespo does. Falls to Rakip. Diamantakos wanted that played early. Yes, they got enough of the ball. Players go down. Kurbanov again. Slightly delayed reaction from the referee initially. He allowed play to go on, possibly received some word from the fourth official. That's where Hector Hughes is also headed. Once again, Gurbanov
Just caught himself. Not intended though. And Hector goes into the referee's book. Was it a challenge? Was it?
continuing to explain himself, but stays down for a long time, Gurbanov. A couple of times that's happened in this game already. Once from that Messi Bully challenge in the first half. Messi Bully also went into the book for that.
Very cool, very calculated. And the game management as well, as I was talking time and again. Taking things so easy. They don't look at visiting side at all. And they would much stronger when they get back home to host this red and gold. That would be pretty tough.
There it is again. That's the ball. A little afters, but the way has gone down. Good. Possibly. Bashimov. Terkishov under pressure from Celis. Another free kick. Sudden.
Again, they're clipping there. Not intent. Better ways of combating this heat. Take a little time out. It's planned.
Sent in towards Bashimov. Nicely cushioned. Comes off the crossbar. Try to in fact cushion it for those inside the box. Surely didn't intend for that to be a shot.
That was a great ball in. An exquisite touch that with the right foot. And it was tipping. Cross piece and came back to play. Bashimov, the skipper.
In the end, they see it out. Goal kick, but Richard Sellis is not happy with the reaction after, and it seems like to get under the skins of East Bengal.
A fleet one though. It's not happy, argues.
He's complaining that it was a dive from Mamedov. On the hour mark then, what is Oscar Bruzon thinking? A couple of changes here and there. PV Vishnu is available. Throw something different at Arkadag, a player who likes to take on defenders, engages. Mahesh. He's taken a touch off an Arkadag player. East Bengal keep it. Chungnunga. Crespo. Beautiful turn. Now Mahesh. Unable to beat the first man once again with a cross from a wide area.
Papsukan out of his box. Second time here.
Rakip. Messi Bully. Sellis. Sovic. Comes out to Mahesh. Slightly let down by the first touch. Diamantakos let down by the first touch. Sum up his season in those few words.
You can't beat them with such good in the air. They're always blocking those the angles for the crosses.
Wins a corner this time, Mantakos. Much better.
He has to take part into the game much more. This is a very young coach. He's been with the Turkmenistan under-20 side. He's with Ahal.
Saul Crespo will take this. The Salt Lake getting noisier by the minute. It's low. There's the flick from Hector Hughes there. Didn't catch enough of the ball. Crespo sends it in again. Chungunga was possibly favourite to get to that ball first. Sovic at the back stopping that attack. Crespo. Creates some space, finds Mahesh in a pocket. Slight touch from Bashimov and out it goes for another delivery.
Very good planning, lovely build-up. This was Mahesh. Not too acute.
Only a goal kick from the corner that came in.
This time better planning by the red and gold. And Saul Crespo combining well with Mahesh. But that was a chance for whom did Nunga chest the ball down? Didn't even look up. It was sort of a no-look setup.
There's the flick on. And Cheeks are taking charge of the situation. Cheekson. Quick on the turn as Sovik will try to
again. Little foot by Turkishov. Jackson clipped.
Chungnunga. Mahesh. Crespo. Whipped in for Messi Buli. Out to Chariev. And here's Rakip. To cross in early. Again Chariev. Enough pressure on him to just push it away.
He has the number one keeper on the bench. The regular. Rustem Aliyev. He's normally the number one.
Interesting from Chundunga there. Mahesh. Now Jackson. Difficulties for Diamantakos to get to.
Just look at the shape and the numbers they're bringing in the defensive transformation. They're tracking back.
And Balakov is coming on. And so is Hidirov. The first change is coming from Doblet Miraden. Turdiev is also going to come off. A couple of midfielders on. I need the fresh legs. So both the highest players, Akhmedov and Turdiev, come off. It should be interesting to see whether Hidirov or Balakov take up the striker's position.
They are expecting some better performance, better result. Hyderabad scored the goal against the opening goal against Abdesh Atakant. Just one in the AFC Challenge League this season.
Yeah, he is furthest forward and already onto the ball very quickly. Just wondering what Oscar Pruzon has up his sleeve though. He does show a couple of his cards. Messi Buli. Hidirov. Tirkishov. Escaping Rakip once, but not the second time.
This time I was looking for support, lacking support there.
Foul this time on Selis. Balakov's.
Of course, the arm is Balakov. And cap country.
Crespo. I'm getting a little nervy now. Surely they will have a moment though. East Bengal will. There's always a chance. Little bit 20 left and some add time. Diamantakos. Over the top for Mahesh. Beautiful first touch. Diamantakos tries to send it in with pace and power. Might fall to Crespo. And again to Crespo, and somehow it does not go in.
How could that be missed? Such huge pressure. Just look at that. Diamantakos. And absolutely, it was open for Sol Crespo. Footer. Blocked again and again and again.
For Saul Crespo. But that's the kind of pressure that East Bengal need to start putting on Arkadag. And sometimes a team needs a slight moment for things to change.
There's a time for the Oscar to look at the bench.
PV Vishnu has come on for Celis. PV Vishnu instantly into the game.
And that is his first contribution. Challenge on Basimov. Skipper. Vishnu can change things.
Clipped over the top this time.
You're mentioning Vishnu, 7 goal contributions Indian League. Certainly emerging, one of the big stars.
Sovic. Good ball from Jeekson forward. Mahesh. Put some spin on it, which was friendly. Sal Crespo moves it up. Good play from East Bengal. They have to beat the first man and send something meaningful. 3-weight in the box. Again blocked. Every cross attempted has been stopped before it could even become a cross in this game for them.
Absolutely. They're so close. Lovely marking.
Mahesh. Safety first, Arkadag. They've had to adjust the way they play, adjust the comfort with which they have been winning games in the league. And they responded well to the change in mindset. Sovic. Crespo. Once again, blocked by Tirkishov. He's asking for play to be stopped, but surely it won't be for that. Here's Diamantakos. Twisting and turning. Can he set up someone on the edge of the area? He's had to go wide. Falls to Sovic. Chungnung would have been a very unlikely goal scorer from that distance. Messi Booli, it's a really good ball. And PV Vishnu slices it high.
He has created moments, didn't he? But not this time. Certainly. Very, very good pressure. Small little spell. Messi putting that in. I thought little non-kicking foot not planted properly. And that kept climbing and climbing.
The new signing Atayev. Hojayev will go off. Atayev will surely slot into that role. Another signing from Altenasir. And Anayev will also be joining the fray. Out goes the goal scorer, Gurbanov.
A knife can play in the hole. Couple of pages now.
Couldn't bring it down first time. East Bengal playing with more urgency. That is the need of this point in the game. Jackson.
Well, the last quarter of an hour could be dramatic as well. Arkadag has brought in one of the most experienced players. The national side as well. Atayev scored a goal against Japan 2019, the AFC Asian Cup.
His right. Sovic. Vishnu. Mahesh. This took the pace off the pass which was meant for Rakip.
Now, before this game, there was a huge discussion that the big-bodied Turkmen players would always send in crosses from the wide areas. Didn't happen. They went central. They controlled the game. And defensively, they're much more organized.
Good battle with Messi Buri. And Aguliev strong.
And whenever a red and gold player was in possession, at least 2-3 players converge on him. No room allowed. Absolutely clinical performances, Arkadag.
Good stop from Hector Hughes there. Messi Buri.
You get a little push from Saparov. And miss.
Easy for Prabsuk on that. Good throw for Vishnu as well. And the referee is blowing the whistle, possibly too soon, because maybe Diamantakos could have carried that attack on. Yellow card for Balakov.
Challenge and try to hold up PV Vishnu advantage. This is a tournament where Oscar Brazil put back East Bengal into the resurrection mode. Went to the neighboring country, Bhutan, was unbeaten. Can he pull some trick more?
Crespo. Chungnunga. Towards Messi Buri, out came Chariev. Crespo again. Unable to break the lines. the two banks that Arkadag have come and built at the Salt Lake. Nicely done by Shovik. Vishnu. And doesn't get anything for that. Tirkishov. Didn't play that pass early because it would have been offside against Anayev. Mahesh. Condensing play into Arkadag's half. Messi-Bully, clever flick for Saul Crespo, saw it just a little too late. Now Rakip. And Mahesh. He's been really good as well, Mamadov at left back. Along with Tirkishov, simply hasn't allowed any cross to come in, anything to go in down that channel.
Little more weight on that through pass. But just look at the defensive discipline of Arkadag. Each one covered. No running angles open.
Had to be a better pass from Vishnu Chungnunga that.
This side was known for scoring goals, but they're defensively good as well.
Mamedov. And now he's gone down.
Great turn, this Crespo, and this
because he left a big gap at the back of the right wing for East Bengal.
now at times the numbers speak, and here comes this man.
Time for Clayton Silva to come on and make the difference. 83 minutes for Diamantakos. Again made of frustration. Messi-Bully. A simple pass. And some of the simple things haven't been executed by East Bengal tonight. They've done a lot of good things as well. Take nothing away from that, but it won't count if they don't get anything from this. There's a second leg, surely. Arkadag, their own backyard, will be favourites. It's a big, big result this if they can take 3 points from here.
The second leg wouldn't favour red and gold. And we were talking about their scoring prowess. 147 goals in 30 games, and they conceded just 20. So many clean sheets, which is absolutely on display here in this iconic stadium.
Mamedov. Tirkishov. Atayev. Messi-Bully beaten for pace. Keeps chasing it though. That was clumsy in the end.
The referee from Qatar took a little time to decide. And he finally blew. Huge pressure. Nesiboli and Saparov under pressure. Holds on. Shields the ball well.
It's gone down again, Mamedov. A few words for Nishu Kumar, it seems, from Oscar Bruzon. He's got big decisions to make for the next game as well in terms of selection. A trip to Shillong in a game that won't really change their season, but might be able to save some of the stars and prepare them for the trip to Turkmenistan. Looks like there has to be a change for Mamedov. Still the difference this moment. Urbanov with a fine strike. It's possibly only 2 times that Prabhsukhan was beaten. This is the first one, and the second time he did save it.
Yeah, that little turn, that little touch, and through the legs. Prabhsukhan Singh slightly late on the reflex in reacting.
Came through the legs of the defender as well. Rakib will be replaced. On comes Nishu Kumar.
A like for like change, but does it help really?
Mamedov is also off. Rejebov is on now.
A little game time to each one of the players. The ones who might be necessary in the reverse fixture.
Vishnu. Clayton. Oh, it's a free kick given the other side. And a fight breaks out as well. East Bengal feel that there was some injustice when that flowing move was brought to an end by the shrill whistle of the referee, but this is what happened.
Yeah, absolutely. They feel deprived. Great ball from Clayton. Not the best of first touch though. Just have a look at that.
The 2 players just going for the ball. We still don't understand what really happened. Atayev goes into the book.
That was a great ball sent in by Clayton Silva. That's his quality, his touch.
Looks like Clayton Silva also went into the book. It's confirmed Clayton Silva did go into the book as well for that altercation. Here's Vishnu. Not long left.
Very young referee, this from Qatar, 34 years of age. 2 players even older than him.
They'll try and rebuild again from this throw-in. Six minutes have been added on. Nishu and Crespo. This time Sovic throws a right boot out.
Cherkishov has been swiping flanks. And Shovik in desperation. Frustrations evident, isn't it?
Nishu. Sovic. Vishnu. Clayton. Sovic does well to win the ball back.
Jackson did well. Number of times he's performed this role at the heart of the defense. Some injury issues. Anwar Ali.
Chungnunga. Gets past one. And then comes another. Just asking for some composure. Oscar Bruzon. They have enough of the ball to get something from this, even if it's a chance, even if it's some kind of sustained pressure for the next couple of minutes. Long throw in. And cleared away by Atayev in the end. Sovic's touch is good. Vishnu's turn was decent. They used to trying to backheel that. Good stop from Chungnunga.
He shows commitment, of course. And that ball bounced. It was pretty close.
And now the keeper's chance to go down. Something that usually happens at the other end when Prabsukhan goes down around this time, but this time it's Charyev. And they've played this card well, Arkadag, a few times. Going down and killing the momentum, any kind of momentum that East Bengal have tried to generate.
Yes, the rhythm broken. Struggling. Should be able to continue.
Some more time might be added beyond the 6. Vishnu. Mahesh.
First touch was clumsy.
He was just trying to find that Little room to play in Nishu Kumar, who had made that run down the right. Crespo. Clayton. Ball's gone away. Balakov. This time Messi Bully was caught.
That was again the pass sprayed across to Messi Bully. Nishu is fresh, making some good darting runs down the right.
Mahesh. Can he measure something meaningful? Vishnu! Saul Crespo trying to get there first, but Charyev latching on and caught in the process. Very well done by Vishnu to keep that in play.
That was a great move again. Lovely cross with a bit of a horizontal spin on that. Mahesh. Vishnu did so well to pull it back into the play. Led two away from Crespo and too close to Charyev, though not a very clean collection.
Charyev wounded. I wonder whether he's pointing to something on the head.
This has been a moment when he's being bowled, it comes so close to scoring.
And Clayton Silva is there just telling the referee that with a shake of his head what he feels about Charyev going down again.
And the bench keeps on waiting. The wait is pretty long.
Seems to be fine. Now we're in the unknown about how much time will be added on. A couple of times that Charyev has gone down in added time. Time for the long throw in. Chungnunga. Nishu. They're asking him why he took a shot. He could have played it out wide to a better crossing position.
Yeah, rather optimistic drive that. Nowhere near target. This result never ever helps the Red and Gold Brigade.
That's it. Full time at the Salt Lake. Not much added on after the 6 minutes that were initially given. East Bengal continued to chase and chase and chase, but could not cancel out the early strike from Gurbanov. And maybe that's the conversation they're having about the number of times Charyev went down and killed the clock. A little bit of gamesmanship from Arkadag. But Oscar Bruzon's side not completely bruised with this result. Great things were said about Arkadag. Turns out that they are a beatable side. It turns out that East Bengal can compete even if they couldn't find too many gaps. They kept them in their own half and played like a home side. And in the context of what has happened over the last few years at East Bengal, that alone is, in a way, a small victory. Let's not forget there's a game in a week's time on the 12th of March. That is in Arkadag, their home stadium, which has a 10,000 capacity. Expecting that one to be packed as well as they look forward to going to the semi-finals, but Bruzon will have to plan for that. He will have seen enough to try and hurt the Turkmenistani side in their own home in a week's time. The planning for that will start right after this one has ended, which is now. At full time, after a Gurbanov strike in this AFC Challenge League quarter-final, it ends East Bengal 0, FC Arkadag 1. Just taking a look at the highlights, and of course the one important one was Gurbanov's goal.
Yeah, they were mentioned as invincible, but again, East Bengal could have done much better. They had lovely game management, organized themselves well. The red and gold with that home support, which ever keeps on praying and aspiring for the top. And this was the moment, that little turn that opened up Gurbanov. Brilliant finish.
Yeah, that's really good technique as well. Just see that right boot move and a little follow on that ends in that cross pattern with the standing foot. Perfect technique. East Bengal tried everything. They were physical, they won a lot of battles, gave away a lot of fouls as well. Just a clear-cut chance, another one fell to Gurbanov, but in the second half they didn't really concede too much, East Bengal. In fact, they created more than they conceded.
Yeah, they came back strongly to the game, but couldn't make it a story of two halves. They managed the game so well, this Arkadag.
Diamantako started the game again and got 82 odd minutes. Wasn't really effective. Things did change a little bit after Clayton Silva was brought on.
Yeah, possibly.
In the second half, East Bengal starting with the same kind of tempo. This little spill from Chariev needed more on his attempt. Selis was the first injury for Gurbanov. He'd keep rolling on the pitch afterwards as well. And this one that came off the crossbar, a little cushion touch that was intended as a pass. Saul Crespo had this moment and just a better connection, and Chariev would be beaten. So East Bengal do have themselves to blame as well for not taking their chances.
That was a moment that came agonizingly close to equalizing. The cars were flashed, and this was once again a brilliant moment, just little away from Saul Crespo.
They tried everything, but now they know. Now they have a measure of their opponents, and they'll be hoping to use it to fuel their performance in the second leg. Different though, in the feeling of the East Bengal side. More confident, and possibly they know what they want to do. And maybe that'll help them get past the Golden Horses. Just the one shot on target each. Some might call it a cagey affair, which it was in a way, cancelled out in lots of parts of the game, but little half chances. It's all about the ones you take though, and Arkadag took their chance. And that means that this AFC Challenge League quarter-final ends in favour of the away side. East Bengal will be trailing by a goal when they go to Arkadag on the 12th of March.